I'm Jill.
And I'm John.
And we're the Geezers on the Go.
Go, go, go.
This time we're at Hibernia Campground in North Carolina's Kerr Lake State Recreation Area. It includes a mass of 7 campgrounds with more than 600 total sites. About an hour north of Raleigh, Henderson is the closest major town on this 50,000-acre lake, parts of which are in both North Carolina and Virginia. Hibernia has 139 sites, 47 with water and electric, and it's divided into 3 areas. We're in Section 2, right along the lake.
There's also a swim beach and a boat launch at the campground, if you can tear your eyes away from that great big beautiful lake long enough to use them. And just up the road from Hibernia, there's Satterwhite Point, with another beach and another boat launch and another campground. This one is called J.C. Cooper.
We're here at Hibernia Campground, which is part of the Kerr Lake State Park Recreation Area, and I think it's Hibernia, North Carolina, not that far from Henderson. And we're in Site 102, and we have water and electric. And there's Kerr Lake or Carr Lake, depending on your pronunciation. Sometimes they call it Bug Lake. And it's a very big space. It goes pretty deep and nice gravel. And we're right along the lake. Yesterday was very windy and we actually had some whitecaps. But the lake looks a little low from what some people have told us. But there's a nice beach over there in warmer weather. And if you had a boat, you could probably pull it right up to the shoreline. And might need an extra hose. The hose bib is way down there, but the electric is pretty close. So we're going to take a quick walk around the park and see what's what. We're in Area 2 of this park. There's 3 areas, 1, 2, and 3. And in our Area 2, there's actually 2 little loops. And this seems to be the loop that has most of the sites right along the lake. The other ones are a little more wooded, and one I think has no utilities. All the sites in here have water and electric. And as you can see, they're all pretty nicely spaced, and when you back in and things, you're not really looking at anybody else's camper. And that one's 103. And 104 would be nice because there's nobody next to you, a lot of bushes, and you have a lot of beach area there. So let's continue around over to here. This is Site 105. That goes down pretty deep to the lake. And then you have, I think this is 106 over here. And 107. And right beyond there is the boat launch. As you can see, all these sites have very nice views of the lake. Most of them are pretty long. This one's not quite as long as some of the other ones. That's 108. And 109 goes back pretty good. And just beyond there, you can see there's the boat launch. That one is very big. If you had a tent, you could put it back there too, or any on the dirt. That was 109 again, and this is 110. The regular sites here, that's very long too. If you had a boat, you could take it right up to the shoreline here. And this one's called H1, considered a handicap site, I think, because it's paved. And it's probably the closest to the bathroom, although the bathroom is beyond the trees up there, not super close. As you can see up there, there's the bathroom, and there's a big open area you could play, and people do leave their trailers down here too. Full service, but it has nice showers and bathroom. There's no laundry here, but it appears to be at least heated some when you go in. And this is the beginning of our loop over here. So there's probably about 10 sites in this one. This is number 100, and you can see beyond there's another loop, and we'll take a walk in there, but that's very deep. And then that's site 101, and then us is 102. This is the other part of the loop, and as you come in here, it starts at site number 99. It's a little nice and big. The ones up here are a little bit more wooded at the top of the loop here. And we'll show you the ones on this side. That's 99, and then 98. Hello there. And then as you get down to the bottom here, you get a little closer to the lake side sites. And let's see if we get, that's 97. That has a nice little patio there. And this one too. We're going to stop for a second here and walk around. Take a quick walk down here by site number 96. And here, I'll show you this little walkway. This side, there's us over there. It's a little bit flatter than ours, has a little bit more of a drop off. And I think if you're over here with kids, it'd be great because you have a little bit of a beach area. These sites would probably be really great in the summertime because you got this is 95 because you get right down to this little beach. I'm sure the water's up a little higher different times of the year, but this is really kind of low right now. Some of them look like a little sparse with the trees, but you got all that great space in front of you that's right by the beach, and all these have also water and electric. This one over here, 93, looks like it's almost like a pull-through. If you had a short little trailer or van or something, that would be a pop-up. You'd be right there. This one's pretty deep. It's 92. That goes way back there, right along the lake. This site 89 would be kind of a little hard to get into. Plus, it's not very level. There's lots of rocks and branches in here. And the other one back here, I guess, is number 90. I guess you come down this long sand path and then get in over here. Interesting kind of a site. And you'd be right there to water and electric, and there's the 90. Right at the point of the beach here. Right now, kind of windy, so it'll be kind of cold. But beautiful views. And we got 85 over there. And I think this one's 84. This one's not, this is a nice one, nice and deep. This one's 81, it might be a little bit shorter than some of the other ones, but you got access to go straight down to the lake here. And that's sort of the end of this loop of the sites that are right around the water. As you can see, they're all very nice. There's a couple up top that are more in the trees, but if you're lucky, you can get one down at this end.
All right, we're in Area 1 right now. That's Site 58. This area also has some hookups, water and electric. These are pretty nice sites. This area is not open this time of year because just not enough people, not enough demand for them. That's 65, 66. That's Site 67, a nice, wide, deep one. It's kind of hard to see where some of these sites are because everything's so covered with leaves right now, but that's Site 69 that we just passed, and Site 70 the way out.
At the far end of the campground, there's camping area 3, but as you can tell here, it's closed. I'm just going to take a quick walk back here and see what's what. I'm walking back here. Looks like nobody's been here for a while. There's a lot of leaves on the roadway. And it looks like these sites might have water, but no electric. We'll take a better look. Yes, these are some nice sites right along the lake, and they appear to have quite a few water spigots in the area, so at least you have water. And it says it's 119. And you probably could fit maybe a pop-up or something, a van camper if you wanted to. And there's nice views of the lake, but you have no utilities except for a couple of the water spigots right there. And what do I find here? Somebody lost a shoe, a lonely shoe.
We have sort of a unique situation here in this park system. It's called the Kerr Lake, North Carolina State Park Recreational Area. Now that's a mouthful.
Right.
But it's made up of a bunch of different campgrounds. What is that?
I think there's 8 altogether that have camping, and there's also a couple of marinas scattered around the lake too. It's a meandering lake. It's a gigantic lake.
Yeah, and then on it's half in North Carolina and half in Virginia. And around the Virginia part of the lake, how many parks?
I think there's at least 6 parks there, state parks, COEs, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, you have a tremendous amount of choices here,
right?
If you want to go camping.
Right, and a lot of the sites are right on the lake, as you can see behind us. Some of them are maybe a little bit wooded, but you still have lake views, and the area is great for fishing. It's a big fishing area.
Yeah, the star of the show here is obviously the lake.
Yeah, because you're a little distance from going to stores and stuff. It's at least 15 to 20 miles to any real big area. Like Henderson is probably the nearest town to here.
Yeah, we got into Henderson a couple of times.
I go by propane and just get some groceries. And
I went. You've crossed the border into North Carolina when you go out to lunch, and you can get chicken livers
and
pickled beets,
corn pudding,
and butter beans. Then you know you're in the South.
Yeah.
Yeah, this time of the year, we're in the middle of November now. You got to kind of check around, make sure that the parks are open. There's 3 in the state park system in North Carolina that are still open. The rest of them are all closed up for the season.
Yeah, we've stayed in one other one that's called Nutbush, which is just down the road, and you can see a related video on that. And that one, they said, is open all year, doesn't close. Ours closes the beginning of December, as does we were just over at J.C. Cooper.
Yeah, we're going to take you over to J.C. Cooper and show you a little bit of that campground too, and a few other highlights.
And the park in general. This is the beach area, and it's all the way at the far end of the campground before you get to area 3. And there's a big bathhouse up here. And you could walk down to the beach area. There's some picnic tables and a pavilion, and it looks pretty nice. Also up here near the beach area, there is a small playground. So if you were spending the day at the beach or bringing your lunch up here, and your kids have a little bit of a diversion here. Just down the road there from where the bathrooms are, you can come down here to the beach, and there's some picnic tables, and there's some, there's any fire pits here. Yes, there's a few fire pits. It's a very nice sandy beach here. Not too many rocks. There are some shells, but so that probably wouldn't be too bad. And I could put some surf shoes on, or some Crocs or jellies. I hope you can see this, but how clear the water is here. I wonder if it's as clear all the way out there. But it's looking very nice, and there's some people walking way over there. This is the boat launch area, and it's sort of in between areas 1 and 2. There's number 2 sort of over there, area 2 over there, by our camp area. And it's a pretty good size boat launch. Nice concrete and 2 little piers or docks that you could come down and tie up after you took your boat in. It's a nice concrete launch here that goes out pretty far, even considering that the water is probably kind of low, so you could get your wheels and stuff down into the water pretty good. So, and then make your way out to the lake. Doesn't say you can't fish over here, so I suppose if you wanted to, you could throw out a line from here.
Right before you get into the registration center in the park, there's a public boat launch. We're going to swing around here and take a look at it for you. This one you can get your boat on the lake without going into the park itself. I don't see any fee schedule here, so I'm wondering if this is a free launch.
Could be. Nice looking dock and everything.
Nobody here taking money, so.
And no box.
So yeah, and no box to put it in. So, but it's a nice looking boat launch. It's a double. You can launch 2 at a time. And it's got a nice little pier out there to tie up to while you put your trailer away. So very nice. The lake is just bristling with boat launches, and why not? Fishermen and boaters truly love this lake, especially in the warmer months. Well, we're just coming into J.C. Cooper Campground at Satterwhite Point, which is part of the North Carolina State Park system here on Kerr Lake. Oh, these are some tent sites. They're dandies, though, overlooking the water. We just passed site number 1. That's site number 3 right there. It's a very pretty spot here on Kerr Lake. This loop that we're on here now is designated sites 1 through 21, and it looks pretty much primitive. There's water spigots around here and there, fire rings, picnic tables, but no other amenities.
There was a big bathhouse around on the other side of the road, so there is something. And there's a boat ramp here.
Yes, there is. I'm going to go down, run down and take a look at this little boat ramp. That's a nice ramp. It looks a little steeper than normal, probably because this lake is drawn down for the winter quite a bit. Looks like it's down about maybe 8-10 feet, but there's the boat ramp. Now, this is site 23 here. These sites along here have water and electric. They're a little short, most of them. 25 we just went past. This is 27 coming up.
Right on the water, it's very pretty.
Yeah, right on the water, and they do have some hookups, and you know, if you've got a little bit shorter rig, these would be great sites here.
That's not too bad. 29.
29, yeah. 30's a longer site. That you could get a full-size rig into. 32 right here, a little bit bigger site, and then of course there's this monster fifth wheel here, and site 33. It's a very pretty campground. It's very much like all the rest of the state park campgrounds in this system right here. There's a nice spot down there on that point. I don't know what site number that is, but it's a doozy. This is Satterwhite Point. It's right adjacent to the J.C. Cooper campground, and it's quite a development. They've got a swim beach here. They've got there's a marina. They've got a lot of picnic area and a bunch of picnic shelters for big groups. It's a pretty nice area here. There's a community center where you can come and commune.
Although it looks like you can swim in a lot of different areas at this Satterwhite Point, this looks like the official swim beach because it's got sort of a roped off area. There's picnic tables up here again, and easy access down to the beach.
You really can't go wrong with any of these Kerr Lake parks, and I'm sure we'll be back. For now, though, it's time to move along, and as always, we'll see you down the road.
Stop! Stop! Stop!